Oh man, you know AB ain't broke. Aaron Bob. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, Adrien Broner, he just went after Bob Arum and reminded people. Before I get into that, I just want to bring up some couple things. Now, Paquiao Vargas is happening tonight. I didn't get to do a video about it, but I did post on my Instagram. Make sure you guys follow me on all social media at Boxing Ego. And both fighters in shape. Paquiao weighed 144.8, came in light, and Vargas, the taller fighter, 146.5. Looks like he's in probably the best career shape that I remember seeing him at a weigh-in. Before, I told you guys, he used to have that kind of Josito Lopez body at some of the weigh-ins where, he looked cool. He looked athletic, but he didn't look like this. He looks like he's in good shape. Paquiao came in light for whatever reason. Maybe they're playing this for speed. You know what I mean? He came in light. Last time Paquiao came out in around this light, I think was at the Chris Algieri fight. So that might be a strategy to fight the slower Jesse Vargas, right? Who's the champion. Now, this is what I posted last night. Oh, whoops. Well, I posted this last night. You know what I mean? I be eating good. I be working hard, so sometimes you gotta get New York steak, boss stuff. But anyway, I posted this as well. Manny Pacquiao, for this fight, Ego purses, Manny Pacquiao is getting $4 million plus a percentage of the pay-per-view upside, so the back-end money. Now, this is Top Rank taking the bull by the horns, and they're promoting this particular pay-per-view, meaning this is not HBO pay-per-view, it's a Top Rank in-house pay-per-view. So they get to save some money there, and whatever deal, I don't know the percentage that Paquiao got, they don't release that, but this is public records for the Nevada State Athletic Commission. So Pacquiao's getting $4 million plus a percentage of the pay-per-view, right? So really it just depends on how good this does. And Bob Arum said something, if this does 600,000 or better, then Pacquiao is going to be sitting pretty, right? But Jesse Vargas for this fight is getting $2 million, right? So definitely a career high payday for Jesse Vargas. I'm happy for him. As I said in this comment, I said I'm glad Jesse Vargas is getting a nice sized purse after having his time wasted in the negotiations with Kell Brook. As you guys remember, they negotiated a month and a half. It looked like that fight was going to get made. He had signed his portion of the contract, or a draft of the contract, and Kell Brook waited, and then all of a sudden, oh, basically, I'm fighting Gennady Triple J. You know what I mean? And then the Triple G Kell Brook fight was made outside of welterweight for whatever reason. We all know how the fight ended. Now, Adrien Broner, he has something to say. Make sure you follow him. The Problem Cam Man, Adrien Broner. And he posted an article where the article is talking about Jesse Vargas's purse, and it says Top Rank boss Bob Arum revealed that Vargas, the defending WBO welterweight champion, will make $2.8 million for his first title defense, which takes place at Thomas & Mack, where he was raised. Paquiao, he says, will make almost all of his purse from the proceeds from the fight. Now, if you get in your Marty McFly time machine, I did several videos about this. There was this rumor where Broner was offered the fight and Danny Garcia, but Arum says no one called Danny Garcia, but he did confirm that he tried to make a Broner fight. They offered him $3 to $4 million. That's what was quoted, right? And Broner turned down the fight, like, nah, man, pay me what I'm worth. And then he even went on a rant on Instagram, you know Broner, and he was like, fuck Bob Arum, AB, ain't you bitch, you know what I mean, or whatever. Now Broner posted this: I know my worth. I'm not a fool, and this is bullshit. That's why me and Paquiao didn't fight, because Bob was being so damn cheap. This is pure robbery. Y'all motherfuckers in them suits is worse than them jack boys in the hood. Then y'all want us to go out there and fight until death. Shaking my head. This shit ain't adding up. Hashtag boxing. So, that's from the Cam Man himself. And if you guys, y'all must have forgot, like Roy Jones said, 4 months ago, I made these videos talking about Paquiao possibly fighting Broner. And Broner said, fuck Arum, 8 figures, I'll KO Pac, then buy some Hennessy. I mean, this was the talk of the town. And look, 3 months ago, Manny Pacquiao versus Jesse Vargas, and why Garcia / Broner say no to chump change. You got to put it in perspective. This was another video. Fuck Bob Arum, pay me what I deserve, regarding the Paquiao fight 3 months ago. And I told you guys, these fighters are getting smarter. They're not going to just fall for the okie doke and take whatever. And the case in point, Adrien Broner has had $1 million paydays. I think Maidana was like 1.7, Porter 1.25. He even got over $1 million to fight guys like Ashley Theophane and Khabib Alikverdiev. He got like $1 million, right? He has money. He has some level of money. He's getting those. Jesse Vargas, I guarantee you, and this is no shade, this is just a fact. Tell me the 3 to 4 fights where Vargas made over $1 million, because I could do that with Garcia and I could do that with Broner, right? And most of this stuff is recordable, you know what I mean? It's documented, and that's the thing. Broner's made over $1 million, you know what I mean? He's doing this stuff with Rick Ross and he's building an empire, you know what I'm saying? He has some dough. So he's not going to just take whatever. And again, you tell me how that math adds up. And I keep it a buck with you guys. Broner, you got the iced out chains and stuff. He's enjoying life. And you were going to pay Broner $200,000 more than what Jesse Vargas is getting. Now, I know this might sound weird because Jesse Vargas is the champion, but truth be told, Jesse Vargas, he did good versus Saddam Ali, but it was for a vacant belt. It's not like he knocked out Saddam Ali, the champion, and became a champion. You know what I mean? Top Rank, they made the Pacquiao-Bradley fight, which made Bradley beat Jesse Vargas for the vacant WBO belt. Let's keep it real, right? Bradley then went on to have a third fight with Paquiao that no one really wanted to see because most people, including me, believe Bradley lost the first 2 fights to Paquiao, right? And that's why, since Bradley took the money fight versus Paquiao in the third fight, that's why the WBO belt was vacant again. But Jesse Vargas already had a chance for the WBO belt against an elite guy named Timothy Bradley, lost 11 rounds to 1, hurt him, it got stopped prematurely, and then that's it. But he lost his opportunity, and then he was put back into an opportunity versus Saddam Ali because Bradley again took the money fight versus Paquiao, right? So the point being, he's 1 for 1 with the WBO belt. He fought Bradley, he couldn't pull the trigger and get the belt through Bradley. But then he fought a guy who is an Olympian and didn't have the pro level experience like Saddam Ali, and then he got it done. You know what I mean? So it's a bit different. You know what I mean? And Jesse Vargas, this is the other thing. We all know it's not about, in today's climate of boxing, it's not necessarily about champions because there's different ways to become a champion. You know what I mean? You can get a ton of belts. They're giving Shannon Briggs a title shot versus Lucas Brown, and I'm okay with that. But that's for the regular belt. And then they have another fight for the super WBA belt, right? And that's Klitschko versus Joshua. So there's too many damn belts. Broner got like 4 belts on him right here. You know what I mean? There's too many belts. And the point being is, I'm not saying it's easy. You still have to be skilled to get a belt. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of belts that are available. But there aren't a lot of people who are ready for pay-per-view and who generate the type of noise that a Broner does. That doesn't just come easy. That whether you hate him or love him, Broner, you know who he is. And sometimes that hatred, like people hate Conor McGregor or Floyd or Broner or Golovkin or whoever, that helps with sales because you at least know who they are. You're like, man, I can't stand, I want Broner to lose again. You know what I mean? And truth be told, Jesse Vargas, I literally missed the weigh-in for the Pacquiao-Jesse Vargas fight because I forgot about this fight. Not too many people were talking about it. Now, I was actually going to go cover this fight just because I didn't have anything to do, and then something came up. So I ended up canceling my hotel. And the reason was because when something came up, I was like, the buzz for the fight wasn't even that great. So I'm like, I'm not going to put off something I need to be doing here to go to the fight, and people aren't even talking about the fight. But guarantee you this, if Broner was fighting Pacquiao tonight, people would be talking about it. Point blank, period. So again, it goes back to the video I made months ago with the chump change. Whether you love him or hate him, Broner is known. You know who he is. And this is not even about getting the who wins, because I think Pacquiao would beat Broner personally. That's just me. See how real I keep it with you guys? That's my thing. But I would still love to see the fight. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe Broner is his time and Pacquiao's older. I don't know. But I would pick Pacquiao to beat him. But still, the fight generates more money, and you can't really justify Jesse Vargas, who just became a champion, no title defenses, through a vacancy, getting 2.8, and you're only going to give Broner $3 million to $4 million, and he's seen not quite those paydays. People are like, oh, it's a career high payday. but he could get that in. He could fight Emmanuel Taylor and Khabib Nurmagomedov and almost get that. So you're like, man, why would I get anything remotely close to that fighting Pacquiao? It's kind of like Danny Jacobs versus the Triple G situation. You're like, man, I got over $1 million to fight Peter Quillin. Whether you think Al Heyman overpaid him or not, it's a fact. That's in his bank statement. You know what I'm saying? That's something he had to file on his taxes. It's a fact. Whether you thought he was overpaid for the fight or paid more than his worth, he still got it. It's too late. You can't do nothing about it. Same thing with Broner. You know what I mean? And you got to justify it. Like, damn, I'm risking it. And I'm fighting a legend, and even though I'm not a champion, but I damn sure will help generate more sales for this fight. And it said, Bob Arum said, this is where he slipped up when Broner caught him, and in that caption, he says Pacquiao's going to make the bulk of his money from the pay-per-view. So again, why should Broner have taken 3 to 4 million when he's going to clearly help? There's no way you could tell. Like, just unsubscribe to me if you think that Pacquiao versus Broner does less numbers than Pacquiao Vargas, right? Then just unsubscribe. But there's no way you could tell me with Broner's loud mouth and his style of fight. And I mean, the buildup would clearly be there. I don't think we'd be like at fight week and people would be forgetting the weigh-ins. Or I mean, I've had people on my comment section and they literally said, I'm not watching that. I'm not paying for this. I'm not buying that. But people would be more inclined to do so if it was Broner, point blank, period. So Broner made the right choice. Don't take what you're worth. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Share the video. Like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, Ego signing off.
Bring that ass here, boy.